I'm going to be totally honest. My hopes were not very high. I was expecting it to be 187. That's
my energy levels right now. Plus, I really didn't run very much at all. And I took a 15-minute nap this morning before work. So
that's like typically what I get when I have 4 walks and the gym and no shopping. So that's a solid day of steps right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the where I am trying to go from this to somewhere like this, and I got 4.5, 5 weeks left. So subscribe to follow along and comment if you think I can or can't. Okay, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and we have a decision to make this fine morning. Yesterday I weighed in at 188.8, and before I weighed in, I made the declaration that if I was 187.5 or lower, then I would do 1 day fasted. If I was above that, I would do 2 days fasted. I weighed in at 188.8, so it's supposed to be 2 days fasted. Don't really want to do an additional 2 day fast if I don't have to. I already have one planned in 2 weeks. So, at the end of the day, I made a re-declaration of if I am 186.5 or lower this morning, then I'll just stick to the 1 day fast. And if I am 186, above 186.5, then I'll do 2 days still. So, if I'm 186.5, then that would be a 2.3 pound drop, which would be really good. So, I don't really need to do that. I don't really need to do like a 3 pound drop in 2 days. So that's kind of where my head was at. But anyways, we need to check the results to see if we have to do 1 day or 2 days. If I'm above 186.5, I'll do 2 days just so I'm not a bitch. But if I'm under it, then I will definitely be eating tonight. And to be completely accurate, it would be 48 hours fasted. So it's kind of 2 days anyways. Doesn't matter. So let's weigh in, see what we're weighing, and determine if we're going to starve some more today. And then we'll do a physique check. 186.5, 186.5, 186.5. Whoa! 186.2. Oh man, that is really relieving. I did not want to do 2 days fasted this week. I really did not. So that's cool. We got 186.2. So I'm going to be totally honest. My hopes were not very high. I was expecting it to be 187. That's where my head was at. So to be 186.2 was really satisfying. Still though, we're not going to have any food until tonight, which will be 48 hours fasted. So we still have time to burn off. There's definitely no like carbs or maybe there's a little bit of water because I did drink a good amount of water at the end of the night, but yeah, cool. 186.2. Like I was saying before though, it is 8 a.m. Let me step back a little bit. It is 8 a.m. I really need to start training abs because at this point there's not very much body fat left. I mean there is, but not like a crazy amount, and it's just not getting more visible. I have already been to the gym. We hit back. I'm really liking the not waking up and reporting right away because A, I can think a little bit better. B, I'm just not like as dead for it, and it's just like a little more casual of a start. Let's do one of these. I'm still sunburned. Still doing weighted pull-ups with a 35, sets of 5. I feel like I can probably 5 pounds when I'm like 180-ish. I'll have to go up to a 45. I'll go up in weight. Just because pretty much every 10 pounds we've lost, I've added 10 more pounds to my pull-ups. Obviously, that makes sense. And we're really, compared to the last cut, we are really not losing much strength. I mean, I lost a couple reps on the bench, that sucks. I definitely am weaker on back overall, but we're still doing weighted pull-ups and in a deficit. That's pretty sick. I didn't really run today. I did try, but I got about 2.5 minutes in, and I didn't like just the running fasted is so hard. I don't really know how I was doing it before, to be completely honest, because it's just like, I guess I'm walking a lot more than I was last time, so maybe that plays into a fact. But yeah, I got like 2.5 minutes in and then was dead. And so I walked for 3 minutes and then I got off. So didn't really run today. But we also did get 21,000 steps yesterday, which I was not super excited about it last night because I was just so tired, but that is insane. That is a lot of steps for only having 3 walks. I'm happy about that. Today we might even get close to that again because I do have to go to the store after work, which I forgot to do yesterday when I should have done that yesterday. And especially now that we're not fasting today, I do need to get it today. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh. So, things to do. I need to not forget also. If I forget, then I'll fast. That'll be my little backup fast plan. If I forget to get my food, I'll just fast. But yeah, overall feeling good. Going to I got an hour till I have to go to work because I don't got no walk. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna hang out. So anyways, 3 walks today, and I'll see you at walk 1.
Walk number 1 is complete. How to Walk Partners didn't record, but we did the full loop, which is really nice. The new guy seems to like to get the steps in, so that's pretty cool to have that as a reliable walk partner. And feeling good. My energy is actually pretty good right now, surprisingly. I have a sense that there's going to be a little crash later, but I also made sure to get good and hydrated, like right before bed. Harper, shut up. I had right before bed, on top of just all the regular water that I had, I did have my tea with a ton of salt, some honey in there, so some electrolytes, and a big glass of it too. So I'm thinking that that's probably helping my energy levels right now. Plus, I really didn't run very much at all, and I took a 15-minute nap this morning before work, so we're doing good. But I do kind of expect a little crash before walk number 3 starts, is my expectation. But yeah, walk number 1's done, and we're gonna get down to walk number 2. See you there. Walk number 2. We're doing an on-leash walk today because I really want to get some steps in. Walk number 1 was good enough, but I think we're a little bit behind if we want to get break 20,000 for the day. We did do the full loop, but the steps are a little bit less than they normally would have, and I think part of it is at the big loop where there's the kind of chilling area. Instead of normally I kind of pace around and play with them, but we kind of just stood there and let them do their thing for a little bit. So I think I lost out on a few hundred steps just from that. So doing an on leash for this walk. One of my favorite on leash location because it's just long and through some woods and not a lot of turns and stuff, which is nice. But yeah, hoping to make up those few hundred extra steps here because I do want to break 20K, and we do have the store, so that'll add us 1,500 steps or whatever, 1,000 steps, whatever it ends up being. So I think we can still do it, but we just got to kind of hustle, and we'll be done. So yeah, no other thoughts. See you at walk 3. All right, walk number 3. And surprisingly, I was wrong about my earlier prediction. I'm not really tired. My energy actually feels pretty good. I feel like the last fast was kind of similar to this in terms of hunger wasn't being very bad, the energy wasn't being very bad. I do think my body is adjusting at least to the 1 day at a time fasts. Because yeah, I feel pretty good. But I am actually a little hungry. I'm not starving, which is nice, but I am definitely a little hungry. I'm pretty excited for my salad. Oh, I need to remember to go to the shopping because I already forgot that I need to do that. Okay, I need to go shopping after this walk and get chicken so I can eat food and not fast again by accident. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. The day's almost done. Got some good steps. I think with the store we're gonna hit 20K, maybe break it by a little bit, but definitely at least hit 20K, so that's cool. And then we'll be done with the fasted time. Cool. But anyways, that's it for this walk. Let's eat the salad. 173 grams of lettuce, cilantro, lime, 513 grams of chicken, and some hot sauce. This pours really heavy, so you need to be careful.
I mean,
I'm just not.
how 40? I
We're
think
leaving at
you
2.
have 2 hours ahead of time.
Okay, we're done with the day. The fast has been broken, food has been consumed, steps have been stepped. We got our last pomegranate outshine bar. This, I had 4 of these today, as you know. Actually, calories and protein, boom. Yeah, I had 4 of these. I was really, 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 really hungry. I had 2 of them before I even had dinner. So don't worry about it. But 4 of these, calories though, 1,500, protein, 160 grams. So calories aren't as low as I've been trying to get them. Just because I had a few hundred calories of this. I mean, 1,500 is probably what I should be shooting for. So that's actually good. Protein, 160 grams, golden. It's pretty much what we're shooting for, 160 to 170. So that's good. What I'm most stoked about though is steps for the day. Boom. We almost got 22K. That's like typically what I get when I have 4 walks and the gym and no shopping. So that's a solid day of steps right there. So we're actually not lacking in steps so far as much as I thought I was going to be. That being said, tomorrow we're not going to the store for anything. So we're not going to have those steps. So we're probably going to get closer to 22. And I didn't even think about Fridays, but Fridays are going to be super low in steps because I won't have a morning walk or an afternoon walk. So I'm really going to have to supplement with something. Maybe I'll go to the beach, walk around for a little bit, try to get a tan going or something, because that's just not going to cut it. Yeah. Aside from that, a good day. I was kind of surprised. My energy never really dipped. Hunger was never unmanageable. I actually have way more energy now after eating. So sleeping is going to be difficult, but I don't really have to wake up at 4:30 anymore, so not that stressing about it, but it'd still be nice. And what else? We were Warrior 186.2 this morning, I think. So it'd be dope to be 185.8 tomorrow. I think that's definitely possible. I think 185.8 tomorrow is doable. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. For 186 even, I kind of have some wiggle room in my head for that just because we dropped so much during that fast that might be a little bit of a hold up. But usually we lose like a half pound a day after anyways also, so we should still be good. And yeah. So anyways, I'm pretty much done for the day. So we'll see you tomorrow. Love yourselves, love each other, be kind, spread love, and paint a picture because that's good for you. All right. See ya.